Hey Aquarius, how's it going? I found this where I'm staying and I wanted to share it with the readings that I'm doing while I'm doing them and drinking this. It just says, you make the world a better place just by being in it, which is true, my Aquarius friends. Some of my best compadres over my life have been Aquarians. I found that the air signs can often fan the flame of a healing fire sign. So this is an intuitive read, you guys. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't resonate, move along. Find a reader that resonates with you, my friends. This is intuitive tarot, so it may not look like the conventional tarot in any way at all, other than it's tarot cards and I'm reading them. Hello, you guys. How are you? Good mornings. Yes. Oh, all the besties are here today in full force. Oh, sleep and rest, and a lot of sleep is happening and rest is happening, which is useful. That may be aligned with the Aquarians right now as well. Oh, cool. Okay, so we're tuning into those who resonate with the sign of Aquarius. That can be in your chart. It might just be that you stumble along or upon this video. And we're ultimately looking for the most divine guidance, the highest guidance or that will lead you to the most loving and abundant outcome. Whatever feels like freedom, you know? It's that kind of thing. So Aquarius, what's going on for the month of August? The month of August 2019. For whoever finds this video, you may resonate with the star sign of Aquarius or moon. Again, like all the other channels, you can obviously check out the other signs that resonate with you. Aquarius, what's the highest and most divine guidance for those who find this channel? Those who find this reading, what's the highest and most divine guidance? Okay, so you're definitely protecting your heart right now. I feel that you've lost some confidence after being left out in the cold, deceived possibly by this Page of Wands. Or an energy of sort of coming in all fiery and excitable after you've already been left out in the cold and still feeling kind of knocked back by the experience. So now you're really protecting your heart. You're holding your cup close to your heart. You're looking down at it as well, with this sort of stern look on your face, like, not again, never again. I'm not gonna let that happen. Yeah, you kind of lost your strength here, the inner strength. And there's something, like there are these aces. There's this Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles following the Fool in reverse. So I actually feel this Queen of Cups, this holding your cup close to your heart. You're sitting tight. You're not kind of jumping into this foolish type of energy, although I love the Fool, and we can see the Fool as an awesome energy. And yet that, and you tempering that Fool energy, as in, yeah, bringing yourself back into this Queen of Cups energy is going to help you manifest new beginnings. it may be that you're wanting to seek counsel. Counsel could be friends, family, people like myself doing tarot readings. It could be more formal than that as well. It could be a priest. So you are definitely coming out of conflict. You're coming out of this energy of, yeah, being in conflict. It's like you've risen out of that conflict, and there's this weird phase of actually feeling left out in the cold. It's like this idea of we're addicted to the drama of life. So maybe you've been through these cycles of being in conflict and being in drama. You've walked away from that, but now you're just like on your own, like wondering what's next, kind of thing. So in a sense, the feeling left out is sort of a good thing, because now you can heal. Now you can heal from that kind of conflict energy, which is part of, I think, the Empress in reverse and then moving to the Queen of Cups. So you're not feeling very empowered, and so you're holding that emotional cup close to your heart, holding back from just setting off on some exciting new journey. You're tempering the Fool energy, and I feel like I'm hearing like you're holding out for the new opportunities to come to you, which I think is fair enough right now. Really. I just want one more card for Aquarius. There it is. Okay. And the conflict and the feeling left out in the cold could have something to do with a King of Pentacles, somebody who's on their game, somebody who's got lots of stuff going on that maybe you were invested in, and it was just lots of conflict and you walked away from that. Hence, it's like you're walking away from half of the pentacles or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. So it could be a divorce of sorts. So I'm really drawn over to these Three of Pentacles, and then you have the Six of Cups. And it's all coming underneath there's like fast moving communication, new opportunities, both in inspiration, inspired ideas, inspired action, very possibly. It could be even inspired conversation. And then within that, there's this Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity in a new career, and it could be love as well. I'm not feeling like a whole bunch of hot love vibration here, like romantic goo vibrashe. But there could be new opportunities, which is ultimately what you're desiring at this stage. However, with the Queen of Cups, it's like you're standing your own. I'm hearing you're just like standing on your throne. You're holding it close to your heart. After everything you've been through a fairly major kind of death process, as it were. Dark night of the soul, an ego death. You've lost your confidence. You feel like you've lost your strength. You feel like you can't move forward, and you're just sitting on it. Like all of these cards right now, in essence, the majority of like what you've moved away from, and then what you're on right now is like this hardcore. And then this is kind of overruling all these different cards that are in reverse of like letting go, dying to the past, recognizing that you've been knocked, recognizing that you've lost some strength. You're not feeling very empowered to move forward. And at the same time, the cards are reflecting that that's okay. That it's more than acceptable for you to sit in this energy of the Queen of Cups. Sit on your throne, protect your heart, and come back to yourself. Come back to your own integrity, your own emotional balance. The Fool, it's like, yeah. Yeah, because it's almost like the fast moving action or the fast moving communication, bringing in these new pentacles. They're going to come in because you're standing your ground. And I feel like, and this is a bit resonant, but I feel like there's a reason you're not going into that Fool energy, and it is a divine reason. I feel maybe you're moving into this phase of your life where you are actually becoming a more powerful manifester. Although it's been pretty gritty. It's been, you feel like you've lost a lot, so you're maybe just still processing, which makes sense with this Queen of Cups, right? She's like looking down at everything she's been through, just like, holy hell, and then she's keeping it close. You know, that ain't gonna happen to me again. I'm not gonna be a fool again. These people, there's King of Pentacles and Page of Wands. So I'm feeling this Page of Wands energy is like this energy of hope. It's almost making me want to cry for some reason. I feel like maybe it's something that comes along in the midst of this, like, just being knocked back, as in if you're going through a divorce, if you're really having to let go of somebody. This Page of Wands may well be an energy. It's a fiery energy. It's excitable energy. It's bringing in some ideas. I'm hearing children. It could have to do with your children or other people's children. And it's a little bit of help. That's all. It's nothing major. It's just a little bit of help. It's okay to reach for help, I'm hearing. Just keep your emotions close to your heart. Just keep your, you know, we don't need to overspill necessarily. We don't need to overshare necessarily. Stay with this Queen of Water, this Queen of Cups here. She's the most powerful player in this reading. And everything in me is saying this her right now standing in her throne, in her power, balancing her water energy, protecting her heart is exactly where she needs to be. She doesn't need to step into these new adventures. She doesn't need to be led by all these characters or rush forward with a chariot or, you know, do more healing. She's just sitting with herself, and that is exactly where she needs to be. There is a sense of trust. There's a sense of knowing. This is a part of this Queen of Cups energy, is a very emotionally aware and emotionally intelligent human being. And they might come across as a bit cold. They might come across as a bit protected, but that's because of what she's been through. You know, she's not just going to give away everything to just anyone. So that's why you've got like this Eight of Wands. There's like a whole, you being in this power seat is what's going to bring it in. And it's like the reading wants to tell you, don't worry about moving forward just yet. Don't be so hard on yourself about like finding strength and powering through. Let the past die how it's meant to die. Let go in your own sweet fucking time, you know? And just have some faith right now. And I'm hearing like, enjoy the human that you are. Enjoy this queen energy. Enjoy this. Maybe you're having some just alone time. You know, maybe you're just hanging out by the river, enjoying your cups, you know, enjoying that I'm still here, you know, I'm still here, I'm still alive, and everything is fine. Because with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, it's saying like, this is divine new beginning, new beginning. And what's really nice is that we have the Five of Wands, which is like battling and conflict and just, yeah, ouchies, ouchie, ouchies, really in the heat of it on one end. And then we're moving through this month, like sitting on, and then I'm hearing like integrating and processing everything, which is leading us, I'm hearing, into the mid-month where we begin to see some of the fruits of our labor. We begin to see some flowers blossoming. We begin to see some generosity showing up in our lives. And then that may well lead us into having a collective of people that we feel really anchored with, really grounded with, that those are the people that are going to help consult us and lift us out of a little bit of the aloneness that this Queen of Cups might be feeling. Yeah, so it could be you, but I feel like this is something to do with the past, but this laziness card comes out, and I often do interpret the laziness card in the Osho deck as a positive. On this occasion, I'm not. So on this occasion, I'm feeling that conflict and the feeling left out in the cold, and even this King of Pentacles, I feel like this is the clarifier for the King of Pentacles, this laziness card. I feel like you were in an imbalanced relationship or an imbalanced situation with this moflo lover who literally sat on his arse and did nothing. And you might have gone around in circles. The battle card to me often feels like that, like you're just going at it with no resolve, which is why often we just have these cards of walking away. You walked away, and it's, you know, you feel left out now. You're bummed out maybe. This person really is this. And I feel like maybe you thought they were this, like this King of Pentacles, and they might have tried to sell you this, but this is like the truth of this card. Or this person, I'm feeling. And then for like the rest of the reading, as far as like these like whole sit tight, you know, don't go rushing forward necessarily. You have a courage card, which is another 8 card, and it's lining up with the ace, with the 8 of Wands, right? So it's lining up with this 8 of Wands, with the Chariot, because the Chariot, but it's reversed within this context. It's like the Chariot is the sense of moving forward, but it's saying like we're not there yet. Don't move forward. You can't rush the process of these things, you know. It requires courage just to let the seed grow in its own time. Even with all of the, like, think of this as like the plant growing out of the concrete, right? Think of the journey that that plant would have to go on, some of the resistance that you would have to work through to finally start sprouting, right? Because this is a beautiful representation here. Finding the courage to stay in your Queen of Cups energy, stay balanced, stay in your integrity, trust that these new inspiration, new ideas, new people, whatever, are going to come, new messages, right? New things are going to just start coming in pretty fast, quite fast moving energy. They're going to draw in these divine new experiences, again, inspiration and material abundance, material success, a new opportunity that's tangible. It's something you can hold. It's something real. Unlike this moflo lover who just fucked you up big time. But for reals. So the courage is there for you, and then eventually you're going to be opening up to receive. And then I'm just seeing this vision of this queen is going to eventually open her cup to somebody. Ooh, who will be the lucky suitor? I don't know. So yeah, the Queen of Cups is eventually going to open herself up to receive. What else is she going to receive, I wonder? Well, we've got this lovely card. I love this card. To me, I'm like, this card is like finding home. Finally, like, after all that we've been through, like that child, it's like the childhood dream of what we all expect love to be like. Flowers in our home. You know, this village just feels like home to me. And it's innocent love. It's like the purity of innocent love when you just know you love someone and there's no games and there's no guys and you're both home in yourselves. You both have, you know, cups of love around you that are abundant in creativity. Because of the flowers there, I feel like there's this life force that's growing out of this new, more balanced, energy of love. There's passion within it as well, because we have these wands around it. There's that Fool right beside it as well, which shows me there is excitement there as well. But yeah, don't rush it. Don't rush forward. Just give yourself some time. There's definitely like some possibilities coming in with, again, that Page of Wands I mentioned, where it might be a little bit of help or inspiration. If we're feeling a bit stuck in that feeling left out in the cold energy, somebody younger, again, it could be children, it could be people's other people's children. Yeah, I feel like you could reach out, or maybe they're reaching out to you, and they're giving you a sense of possibility. It's like I'm hearing like a confidant. So you're the queen, but the queen would have like an entourage or like ladies in waiting or something like that. This feels it coming around again, like this could be that kind of energy as well. Yeah. Yeah. You're just taking your time flowering. You're flowering. You're blooming. You're blossoming. You're And actually, you know, in fairness, I actually feel like you're coming into mastery. You've got the Master card, which is a pretty powerful card in this Osho deck. It's him. You know, it is the master of his own destiny, right? This is sort of like encapsulating the reading, the Master card. So within that, you have the courage, and then the flowering and the receptivity. A lot of flowers, a lot of growth, a lot of like coming into yourself. It's like all the shitty patterns you've ever carried with you, you're cutting them all out. It's like you're letting them all be swallowed up by your own cup of awareness as that Queen of Cups. It's like you're storing all of your life experiences in this cup that you're looking down at, being like, yeah, and do something. And because you know that you're going through a process, it's something unique to you, and you are aware that you're flowering into something that can receive even more benevolence in life, because you understand creation, you understand what it means to be the master of your own destiny. Ooh, Aquarius, you guys, this has turned out to be pretty powerful. But you've been through it. Let's be honest, once we get to a certain point in life, we know we've been through some shaz. So we don't want to put up with no more shaz. I just want one more card for this reading. Good stuff, really. Not necessarily easy, but positive in the sense of where it's leading us, how it's taking us into this. This is sort of a little bit resonant to me with that abundance card that I love so much. The flowering. You're coming into your... I remember meeting a casting director way back when, and she'd published a book, so I went to the book signing. There was like random movie stars and stuff there, and I was just this sort of like totally awkward 19-year-old, freshly awakened, by the way. Just be like, what is life? And not resonant at all with the acting industry. Anywho, I'd done a couple, I don't know, audition workshops or something with her, and quite rightly so, she signed a copy of her book, and I'll never forget it. I don't have a copy. I think her name was Fiona Jackson. Her son is a fairly well-known actor named Joshua Jackson, I believe. Anyway, she just signed her book to me saying, "Go bloom, girl." And I'm aware that it's taken me these sort of 15 years to really blossom into the person I'm meant to be, versus all the other stuff that we have to work through on our life path. So There were similarly, Aquarius, you're flowering, you're blooming, you're coming into yourself, because the receptivity at this stage is about mastery. So the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, this is for real now. This is the legit longevity. This is the real deal, a balanced, harmonious relationship that has potential. That has potential. I'm almost wanting to keep going, but I'm going to end it there, you guys. Aquarius, that was a really cool reading. Thanks a lot for being here. If that resonates, feel free to go and sign up for a private reading. You get them for as little as £10. And now I know it gives you a specific time slot when you book, but just ignore that. Essentially, I'll endeavor on the day that you book, I'll endeavor to make sure to get the reading to you, which is a private reading. I'll endeavor to send that to your mailbox within 48 hours of booking. So, hope you enjoyed. I hope that was useful to you guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time in next month's readings. Lots of love, you guys, and I'll speak to you real soon. Peace out. Take care, my